What is up, everyone? We are back again with another episode of. I really need to have a title for this. If anybody got any cool names or anything for podcast reviews or anything, give me a shout out. But I like it. I like doing play on my name, channel name, Miles of Podcast. But I don't know. Sometimes I'm just like, that's not good enough. But anyway, we are on episode 42, The Jacobsons of Power Word Fell. We start with Miroz waking up and he heads downstairs to find Pickles. Last night he had that dream with the prince and everything happened. Miraz asks for paint. He's going to paint the crossbow he was giving to Ambrose and leave him a little love sappy message on it. I have been victim of maybe if I give them a gift, they would love me. So I know where this is going, and it's never a good place. Pickles heads to Ambrose's room. She tells them that they're heading to see Miraz's family, and she's real excited for this. She is waking everybody up. She's getting everybody ready. They are ready to go. She wants to see what type of family he has come from. Pickles and Miraz goes around and wake everybody up. Adalia is making everyone coffee and checks for Ravenel. Apparently, she was like, maybe he could be on the front porch waiting for us. Um, Miraz tells everyone that the prince came to him in a dream last night, and Ambrose just immediately walks out. But Adalia, I think, stopped him because she told him to come back, and we're communicating, and Miraz tells them what he wanted, that, he wanted him to steal souls for Evangeline souls and just kind of make a deal there. But Miraz turned it down. Then they head to go pick up Ravenel. So I immediately didn't trust this man. I didn't. Somebody that beautiful and that perfect, nah, I can't deal with it. So I called him ravioli in the chat, and that just kind of took off. I was waiting for somebody to call him that in the game. I was just like, man, almost made the credits. But ravioli. They go to pick him up, and he's in the middle of polishing his armor, and Ferric didn't know you were supposed to polish it. Pickles just paints over the rust spots on hers, so that is Ambrose is one of the only people who are like, yeah, you need to take care of your armor. That's real important. They go to Eugene's house, and it's a modestly large house. It's rather tacky, but compared to the rest of the house, it's a house. They notice that there's wooden birds and loops on sticks everywhere. Uh, and we go up to the door and we knock on the door. TJ, Tyrell, I never know which one I want to call him, but Tyrell is playing one of Eugene's parents. The first time I heard this voice, because he does a voice for the mom, he plays the mom, I was just like, Spunk. Spunk got reincarnated, and he's about to be like, what are you guys doing here? Like, I just knew it. I was just like, this is Spunk. But no, he's just playing a mom, and that was just, I guess, his high pitched voice. But they play these very, I want to say, eccentric parents, Cody and TJ, and at first they're like, oh, we're proud of Miraz. He did a good job. He's the hero of Mornstead. Uh, his dad ends up handing everybody a wooden bird, and it quickly goes from being proud of him, to screaming about him because of his sister's death. Everything gets heated. Everybody's yelling. Everybody's upset. Adalia set some birds on fire. There's mention of 5 to 7 children from the mother, and it's just like, how do you have 5 to 7 children? Like, what is that? How do you do that? Adalia ends up stealing a pie. Eugene just left while all this was happening. Um, I'm kind of unaware. Did they set the house on fire? Because I think they set the house on fire. But he's proud. He's proud of his friends for sticking up for him. Ambrose actually shows that he still cares for Eugene. Just, not a lot, but he ends up writing a official letter to everybody and to basically don't do business with them anymore. And it gives you hope that like maybe Ambrose will come around. Maybe Ambrose will be like, okay, yeah, we can be friends again. Seeing where he come from and why he's the reason why he is might help Ambrose come around, but you never know. Um, Navarre, oh my god, she's a little. She she reminded me like one of those house moms from the '60s. Just like she's just stirring the pot and just like she gets with Miroz and she's like, I saw Miroz write all these letters and it said like all these like words. I don't know the right words, but it was just all these nice, charming words. And she was like, he's taking up for you. There still might be hope yet. And that gets Miroz like excited, like, man, maybe there is hope between me and Ambrose. Um, they stop by Kelvin's to pick up Navarre's payment, and of course he's naked. He goes from not knowing what's going on to being completely prepared a lot, and that's a little nerve wracking. But Ferric doesn't trust Kelvin at one bit, so he asks Ambrose to check the payment that Navarre received from Kelvin. Um, they head to pick up their horses. Ferric still dislikes Strudel. He just thinks Strudel is unnatural. He doesn't like him, and he doesn't trust him. They are real excited for leaving Mornstead and kind of going on a new adventure. I guess that's that kind of restless. They've had enough drinking in libraries for a week. Pickles drives the cart, and Ravenoff sits next to her. They head off and they ride for a few days. Now, Cody did say a few days, but he picked it up at day 1. Uh, Ambrose is keeping watch for the night, and he sees someone or something on the horizon coming their way. Um, Ambrose kind of readily wakes up the group or tries to wake up the group. Then he sees that it's a group of people walking in a line carefully and stealthily. Only reason he saw them is because he crit. He saw like the outline of them in the sun because they're like walking like in the sun, so nobody would see them. But Ambrose does see them, and he just kind of gets everybody ready, and then they kind of end up walking past them, and he woke everybody up for nothing. And Ravenar's like super concerned about who would want to hurt them. They're the heroes of Mornstead. Like, why was this a concern? Um, but he just kind of was like, well, if nothing's happening, I'm gonna go back to sleep. And he goes to sleep. Uh, the group of people, Ambrose keeps watching the group of people as they walk past the camp, just in case something shady goes down. The group of people all stop at the same time, and then one of them drops something, and then they turn from their direct path to another path. And Ambrose kind of marks that location in his memory, and he's gonna wait till sunlight to go and pick that up. And that is where the episode ends. This was a little fun episode. There wasn't really much to it. We start off with Miroz, like everybody getting into Miraz's house. we start off. They wake up and Pickles is excited about going to Miraz's house. They get there. They have the interaction with Miroz, and then they head out of town. So I, for one, am excited that we are leaving Mornstead. I know they had to complete some things and get some stuff done and prepare to leave, but I'm so glad that we are leaving Mornstead. It felt like we've been there for weeks. But so I am excited to see where this goes, and just I'm just happy to be out of Mornstead. Let's see. I'm curious before I move on. How many more episodes? We are officially 10 episodes away from catching up. I think we're 11 episodes I think we're 11 episodes. So in 11 days, we'll be caught up and things will be going a lot smoother. So this episode was really fun, but it wasn't really that much to it. It was just kind of like, I feel like it was a transition episode of getting from one place and saying that we're moving to a new place. So I will definitely give this episode 7 hit dice out of 10. It was a really fun episode, but I feel like it was a little filler episode. Like in anime, I feel like this was a filler episode. It was fun. I enjoyed it, but it got what it needed to get across to its viewers or listeners. So 7 out of 10. I feel like I'm forgetting something. But that's all I got. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. I appreciate your views. I appreciate you guys watching. Just remember, you are loved, you are important, and you matter. And thanks for tuning in to Miles TV. Bye.